Zdravím vás Mickhesh u dalšího dílu Lost Horizon a dnes se podíváme do Německa. Je to vlastně první díl, který se odehrává v Německu. Tak se na to podíváme.
What's that? There's something shiny under that grate. I love shiny things. It's only about 8 inches down, but I can't fit my hand through.
Tak něco je pod kanálem.
The grate won't budge, and I can't fit my hand through.
Zatím to nebude moc vytáhnout.
Posters and flyers plastered on several layers deep. This camera ad's coming loose. I've pulled it down.
Máme reklamu na foťák.
The Nazis disappeared into this museum.
Já myslím, že je tady asi vchod, kam se bude muset dostat zas někam.
Red ropes over the entrance. Not a good start.
Can I help you?
Yes, if you could just tell me how to get into the museum.
Sorry, the exhibit's closed earlier than usual today.
Opět zase musím narazit na to, že nemluví německy, jo, což úplně to ubírá té atmosféře. Vlastně ty druhoválečný, předdruhoválečný, kdy ještě navíc se to odehrává v Německu. Hrozně to, kluče to do očí, prostě Němci anglicky neuměli, jo, sorry, neuměli, fakt ne. A tak zase není to historický dokument, ale kdyby to bylo, že mají německý dubbing, jo, hezky pusté Anglánům titulky, ať se taky naučí jednou číst. Já nevím, no, vypadalo by to možná líp. Ale tak to je zase můj perfekcionismus, který hold, je to tak.
Why is the museum closed today? I've traveled a long way just to see the exhibits.
Well, during the Olympic Games, sometimes the regular schedule gets a little out of whack, you know? There's a reception for today's gold medalists in the upper exhibition halls later tonight, which is going to mean unpaid overtime for me, of course. Yeah, anyway, that's why we closed early.
How very frustrating.
Not much of a sports fan?
I'm mainly here for the museum, but the games have certainly proved a happy coincidence.
Well, I'm hoping I'll get to see some of my idols in the flesh tonight, depending on who takes the gold medals.
What do they actually exhibit here?
The main exhibit is on Tibet. You see that animal by the door? It's some sort of enormous mountain sheep that lives in the Himalayas, but I've forgotten the name. Begins with a P or an M.
It's an argali.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
In any case, there are all kinds of rare Tibetan artifacts on display in the upper halls. Do you think you could give me a hand and set this carton down for me?
Ovci jsme potkali v Tibetu, že?
Thanks.
You keep talking about the upper halls. Are there others?
Well, yes, the lower halls. But they've been closed to visitors for over a year.
Why's that?
I couldn't tell you.
And is there a reason you couldn't tell me?
Easy. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to either.
Well, now you've gone and got my attention.
Curiosity can be very bad for your health, you know. All I know is that for some time no one has been allowed into the basement of the museum, and the lower exhibition halls were closed to prevent any visitors from accidentally wandering down there. Can we leave it now?
Sure. Which events are happening tonight?
For my money, the decathlon has got to be the highlight, but there's also rowing and horseback riding. Hold on, I have an event schedule in my newspaper. I don't need it anymore, you can have it.
Oh, thanks very much. You know that reception tonight? How exactly do I get into it?
Oh, just go out and get yourself a gold medal. No problem. No, seriously, aside from the medal winners and their trainers, you basically need to be a German politician. People like us are out in the cold, I'm afraid.
We'll see about that. Not much I can do then, I suppose. I wonder if I can find another way to get into tonight's reception.
As I said, only gold medal winners, their trainers and a handful of special guests are permitted in the museum tonight. Believe me.
All right then. Would you mind if I took a look around your very exciting foyer for a while?
No problem. As long as you don't get in the way.
Promise.
I promise.
My inventory of the box has produced leftover cleaning supplies and building materials. I'll ask first. Please don't ask me why, but can I have some of the stuff in this box?
You're asking me if you can just take my stuff for no reason whatsoever? I thought the British were supposed to be polite. Well, as it happens, that box is full of crap, so go right ahead.
Angláni, to jsou největší burani.
He's dusting the painting on the wall. Hello, it's me again.
What can I do for you?
Would you mind if I took a look around your...
No
Promise.
Krom královské rodiny samozřejmě.
The box office is closed.
Kodna je zavřená, odpadák, tam je taky něco. Pojď to vybrat. Odpadák.
Let's see if I can find anything useful.
Je odpadní koš a v ní spousta věcí.
The lid came off. I'll just pocket that, I think. Jackpot. There's all sorts of valuable rubbish in here.
Kytka. Kytka, kus rozbité lahve.
So, we meet again, Argali. Are you taunting me? Is that it? Following me around and popping up at my lowest moments? Bad, Argali. Bad. I don't remember the last one having such a luxurious beard.
To...
The only interesting things about this door are its large, round handles. And even they're struggling to get my heart racing. A large doorknob. It must have been red once, but the paint's worn away. I'll leave the door open so I don't get in trouble. It's seen better days. The red paint's been chipped off the handles. The exhibition halls are closed for tonight's reception for the gold medal winners.
Tak, zkusíme teďka klasiku, něco zkombinovat s něčím. Nevím proč, ale tak třeba to půjde. Na madlo asi budu muset.
Rust free.
Vyleštili jsme víko s mirkovým papírem.
The surface may be a bit scratched, but on the whole, it looks sparkling clean again. A broken bottleneck. Hardly the gentleman's choice of armament. But that's never been an issue before. A dried bouquet of flowers wrapped with florist wire.
Máme drát z kytky.
I'll unwrap the wire.
Dráteček.
An old marigold.
Old marigold. Co to dělá marigold?
Let's see which contests are scheduled for today. The final event in the decathlon is happening shortly. In the run-up to the long jump, the man in the lead is... No, this can't be right. Glenn Parker of the United Kingdom? There's even a photo. No doubt about it. That's the same Glenn Parker who went to Sandhurst with Richard and me. Even back then he was a top-class athlete, Fantastic! This is my chance to get into the museum reception. I'll just ask Glenn to smuggle me in. Maybe he can pass me off as his trainer. I should head straight to the stadium. He must be getting warmed up. A camera ad.
Odejít. Podívám se do toho kanálu. Zkusíme tam dát ten drát. Pojď, neptej se a udělej to. Je zajímavý nebe v pozadí.
Fish out that thing with the wire. I can't quite get it.
Nezbývá než do města. Tady jsme. Olympijský stadion a víc to tady není. Tady je Reichstag. My jsme u nějakýho muzea teda. Nevím, Berlíně jsem nikdy nebyl, ani mě to nějak nevzrušuje. Neláká mě německý města, jakože úplně. Co by mě lákalo německý hrady a zámky, to. Hlavně hrady, že jo? Ale jinak.
Okay, let's find Glenn. He's probably in the locker room.
I'm afraid this is the locker room, friend. You probably shouldn't be in here.
Glenn, it's me, Fenton. Fenton Paddock.
Fenton? Nice beard. What are you doing here?
I'm here saving the world. It's not a real beard. But look, I heard you were top billing for the decathlon. I need to talk to you.
How did you even get in here?
That's a rather adventurous story.
And I figured I'd find you here. Not that it was easy getting in.
Hello.
Hello.
Is this the press entrance?
Yes, it is. May I see your credentials, please?
Credentials?
The only people permitted access are the athletes, their trainers, official IOC employees, and press photographers. Do any of those apply to you?
Sure. Why not? I'm actually with the press.
Then show me your press pass.
Would you believe I've temporarily misplaced it?
Not really. If you've really lost your pass, go to the IOC accreditation office and claim a new one.
But the events are about to start. I can't miss them.
Then you'd better hurry. The IOC office is located at Pariser Platz.
Okay. I'll be back.
And don't forget your camera. Only photographers are allowed to enter the contest area. Journalists should go to the main gate.
Got it. Thanks.
Well, I guess I'm heading to the IOC office at Pariser Platz to get myself a press pass.
Už jsem chtěl řvát, že tady je Česká republika, vlajka, ale to není, tady je nějaká žlutá hvězda. Budou Filipíny? Nevím. Tak, potřebuju tady proudit lidi na stadion, potřebuju teda press pass, což je teda... My jsme se tam dostali, ale hra se chová teďka retroperspektivně, že...
He's guarding the entrance. Only athletes, trainers and photographers allowed.
It's me again. I can already tell you're excited by that.
I'll be excited if you have your press pass.
Do you mind if I ask you again?
Go to the IOC office at Pariser Platz to get a new press pass. Bring your photography equipment back here with you. And then...
Thanks.
And you've got it now?
I think so. But ask me... See you later.
See you.
See you.
The most important thing is not to win, but to take part. Apart from today, of course, where the fate of the entire world rests on Glenn getting the gold.
Takže si musíme obstarat ten novinářský průkaz. To je heligonka, totok. Flašinet. Tady točí klikou
According to the
a pak to
label,
hraje.
these bottles contain helium. I definitely think these contain helium, you know.
Helium. Do rukavice.
Let's inflate the little bugger. Great. That is the ugliest thing I have ever clapped eyes on. And Sandhurst had communal showers.
Yes, well, that makes for the ugliest looking balloon animal I've ever set my eyes on.
Nafoukli jsme balonek, dali jsme na něj drát. Ale proč? To zatím nevím. Nestojí tak trošku blbě ten člověk.
I guess the organ grinder is hoping that generous passers-by will drop some change in his hat. But the hat is still empty. Even if I had any money, it's not as if he's actually done much to earn it. Scruffy, but lovable. In a German kind of way.
Excuse me, may I interrupt for a moment?
Oh, hello. Do I really look all that busy?
Well, now that you mention it, no. Is your whatever that thing is broken?
No, I just don't feel like playing.
Why not?
An artist needs an audience, attention, applause, and of course, earning a few pennies doesn't hurt either.
Well, I can listen, but I'm afraid I'm completely broke.
That's all right.
Tak se postav tamhle, kde chodí lidi, ne ty.
The potential audience in this part of the stadium is pretty limited. Why exactly did you pick this location?
Unfortunately, it was assigned to me. We have the odd athlete and journalist pass by, but it's been a slow pitch. I wanted to set up over at the main entrance, but I wasn't allowed.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm going to go have a look around the city.
Have fun.
A barrel organ.
Barrel organ. Barrel organ. Barrel, to je asi sud, nebo válec, že jo, nebo něco v tom smyslu, protože do toho flašinetu se vkládaly válce, které měly takový ozubení a podle toho, jak se to s tím točilo i podle ty rychlosti, tak to vyluzovalo zvuky. De facto, k čemu to přirovnat? Každý válec byl jenom na jednu píseň. Čemu to přirovnat? Asi k ničemu. Jdem si pro ten průkaz.
Ah, Parisaplatz. And that seems to be the IOC office. Oh, good. It's closed. Hello? Anyone home? Damn it. Now what am I supposed to do?
Excuse me?
Yes?
Well, I'm sorry, but it was hard to miss hearing you vent your frustration at the accreditation office. Could you be both a fellow journalist and a fellow countryman?
What gave you that idea?
Only a true Brit would curse like that. I'm from the island too, and who else but a journalist would need to get into the IOC office? It's been closed since 4 p.m., by the way.
Ah,
My name is Edison, Baltus Edison. I work for the Tribune in London.
Edison. Like the famous inventor.
Yes, quite. You're the first person ever to notice that, in fact.
Really? Because I would have thought quite a lot of people would have... Oh, you're joking. My name's Paddock. I'm a foreign affairs correspondent in Hong Kong.
Ah, how lovely. My work has never taken me to our crown colonies, but I'm sure things are much more interesting there than here at the Olympic Games, eh?
How do you mean?
Well, to be honest, I hate sports. I write for the arts and entertainment section, actually. But our editor-in-chief sent all available reporters here to cover the games, so we'd have an exclusive report on every event, including the dull ones. And what are you writing about?
I'm a freelancer. I'm, looking for stories off the beaten track, away from the big events.
Lucky you. I'd love to trade places. You know, I'm working on a big story back home. I'm nearly ready to expose the romantic escapades of a certain member of the royal family. My research is nearly complete. If I could get back and finish, I'd have enough material to drop this bombshell on the public. But instead, I'm here, squandering my precious time on stories about Olympic handball.
Yeah, excuse me, gentlemen. Mr. Edison, there's a call for you from London.
Probably my department head, wanting to know what's holding up my article on yesterday's events. Best not to tell him it was a bottle of scotch, eh? Please relay the following message, word for word. Mr. Edison is currently indisposed and will personally report to the editor-in-chief. He would appreciate it if everyone else would leave him in peace.
I will pass your message along, sir.
Thank you. I won't last much longer in this job, I tell you, but I've bored you quite enough.
Not at all. Actually, I have one more question about the IOC.
Yes?
Any chance of it opening again today?
What do you think?
Not a chance in hell. Well, look, I've got to get going. I'm sure you'd like to read your paper in peace.
Not really. Our valued colleagues rarely have anything amusing to print. In any event, I enjoyed chatting with you.
Likewise. Perhaps I'll see you later.
The Office of the International Olympic Committee, or IOC for short. It's already closed. Ridiculous, I know.
Se na tom absurdního jsou úředníci.
The Brandenburg Gate. It's Berlin's Big Ben.
Ten má foťák. Na to dítě asi použiju ten balónek. Když je teda dost ošklivý, takže ho budu muset asi rozbrečet. Proč udělají tu tak fialovou?
A bus stop sign. I can't remove it. A telephone booth. I haven't got any German coins. Come to think of it, I haven't got any money at all. Edison's jacket. He left his glasses and his press pass in the breast pocket.
Jo, vidím to tady.
I could really use that press pass in his jacket. It'd get me into the stadium to see Glenn. I guess I should ask him first.
Excuse me, Mr. Edison. May I bother you for a moment?
You would only be bothering me if I were actually enjoying this newspaper, which, to be perfectly frank, I am not. How can I help you?
I noticed the press pass in your jacket, and I was wondering if you might be willing to lend it to me. Just for tonight, so I can get into the stadium to watch the events.
I'm afraid I can't. I have to go and watch an event myself. And besides, my press pass lets me use the public transport for free.
But you see, it's very important that I get into the stadium tonight.
Look, my friend, we're just talking about sports here. You shouldn't take it so seriously. Tomorrow is another day, after all. You can get a press pass in the morning and start reporting right away.
Okay, I understand. My apologies.
No harm done.
Jo.
Bortus Edison, an English journalist. He's a sports journalist who hates sports. A tourist snapping the Brandenburg Gate.
Careful! Do not touch my camera!
Don't worry. I had no intention of touching anything.
I spent a great many hours painstakingly setting up that camera, and it would be a catastrophe if you were to move it by so much as a hair.
Please forgive my curiosity. Allow me to introduce myself. Fenton Paddock.
A pleasure. Count Otto von Droste-Schattenburg.
A count with a camera, eh? Wouldn't, say, an adding machine be a more appropriate device?
Please. I would be much obliged if you would not trivialize our conversation with such banal wordplay. I am a renowned photographer from Vienna. Have you never heard of me?
To be honest, no, I haven't. But maybe that's because I live in Hong Kong.
My work has also been exhibited in Hong Kong, sir.
Oh. Oh! That Count Otto van Dross Schattenberger.
Jo, to je on.
Your camera looks very professional.
Of course it does. It is the most advanced model available on the market today. It has a new setting that I use for experimental photography. I take multiple exposures of the same image at regular intervals. This allows me to capture different phases of my subject and depict them in a single photograph.
Ah, I see. So the position of the camera mustn't change at all while you're taking a picture, right?
I see that you know something about the fine art of photography.
Just an interested layman. What are you taking pictures of?
I'm shooting images for my latest photographic series, Berlin and the Olympic Games. This work will be subtitled The Forgotten Landmarks. I intend to capture locations that are not currently the main focus of public interest.
I see.
Unfortunately, artistic freedom is becoming a thing of the past in Berlin. Photography is often banned in public squares or even in entire districts. This does not make my work any easier.
What's the deal with these photography bans?
Oh, political reasons. The government officials here believe there are certain parts of the city that may be unrepresentative of the capital's overall charm.
But the Brandenburg Gate's okay, right?
That's correct. The gate is to be the central focus of my latest project. A photography ban here would mean all my months of preparation were for naught. Several galleries have already booked the exhibit in advance. No, a ban here would be absolutely outrageous. But then, the Count von Droste-Schattenburg isn't just anybody. Even here I have friends in high places. Why, I would go straight to the magistrate and make my mind known.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you.
Mě napadá, že bude muset ten plakát nějak přeškrtnout a někomu nalepit, aby jakože i tady byl zákaz fotografování.
I have to ask about the photography ban again.
Yes.
You said that if photography were banned here at Pariserplatz, you could have the city magistrate change that.
Well, I would certainly go directly to his office and bring the full weight of my influence to bear.
But what would happen to your camera and the photos you're taking? Perhaps a concerned passerby would offer to keep an eye on them until you got back.
But where would I find someone like that? I don't suppose...
Count, I would be more than happy to lend you a hand, should the unlikely circumstance arise, of course. Well, I don't want to keep you from your work any longer.
Thank you.
Mizera, Fenton.
The future does not bode well for that child's teeth. Or figure. He's sucking on a huge lollipop. What do we have here?
Oh, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't cry. You know how it troubles Mummy's nerves. Mummy just wants to enjoy a bite to eat in peace. She gets very cross when she's hungry.
Either I look a fright today, or that kid is just jumpy. The poor thing nearly spat out his lolly. Good thing he didn't. I'd rather not get into trouble with a mother of that stature. Who spilled the ketchup? Come on, own up. My mother taught me not to eat with my fingers.
Tím bychom mohli přeškrtnout tu fotku, že jo?
A clean napkin. This napkin is mine. All mine.
A napkin, printed with the name of the cafe. Erica.
A bit of tidiness never hurt anyone. Apart from that one time I tried to clean the office and broke my collarbone. Long story.
Na ten plakát to nejde. Obráceně? Taky ne. To se mi nepáčá, to se mi nepáčá. Tady moc možností, kde co ťápnout není. Kaž.
Hey, it's a life choice. She just likes food. I could teach her a thing or two about proper nutrition, but I doubt she'd be interested. If I'd been given a terrifying balloon animal made from an old rubber glove when I was a kid, I would have considered myself lucky. Yes, I'm going to run away now.
Ugh, what is this? Where did this foul-looking thing come from? Here, my little honey bun, here's a nice new lolly for you.
Another of my attempts to educate the public bites the dust.
Berem lízátko. Co teď? Lízátko na značku.
I don't even ask myself why I do things like this anymore. In any case, the sign's now sticky. A camera ad right here isn't really going to help me.
Leštěné víko.
A camera ad right here isn't really going to help me.
Musíme ještě zajít se do muzea. Jináč nevím. Lízátko na kanál?
Might just be long enough. Hopefully it'll stick.
What? Mince?
Ah, a Reichsmark coin. Can't help but think I could have spent all this time busking and made more money. But hey, it's something for nothing. Sort of.
Co s tou mincí? Trošku si to zkrátíme. Bratka.
The whiskers are stuck on tight. I could take them with me, but it'll most likely mean lugging around a whole stuffed argali for the rest of the day.
Tak to odříznám. Takhle získat tu bratku.
This guy owes me a favor. The least he can do is spare me some whiskers.
Přesně.
I've clumped the whiskers together.
Ještě to madlo tady máme.
A camera ad. He's dusting the painting on the wall.
Hello, it's me again.
What can I do for you?
I wonder if I can find another way to get into tonight's reception.
As I said, only gold medal winners, their trainers and a handful of special guests are permitted in the museum tonight. Believe me.
All right then. Would you mind if I took a look around your very exciting... Promise.
Tady asi už nic. Ale můžeme použít minci, dát ho tomu flašinetářovi.
Lovely though he is, I really ought to hold on to my only coin.
No. Kam jdeš? Jsem bezradný. Jsme všude byli. Telefonní budka, kam proč volat, nebo?
Always time for a quick natter.
Berlin Telephone Exchange, how may I direct your call?
If I can lure Edison into the cafe, maybe I can borrow his press pass. All right, I'll try my luck. Connect me to Cafe Erica at Pariserplatz, please.
One moment, please.
This is Cafe Erica. How may I help you?
Do you have a customer there by the name of Edison, Baltus Edison?
Yes, Mr. Edison is just outside. Whom shall I say is calling?
This is his editor-in-chief in London speaking. Please tell him that it's urgent. He needs to come back right away. It's about juicy goings-on at Buckingham Palace.
I will relay your message, sir. One moment, please. Mr. Edison, there's another call for you.
Who is it now?
Your editor-in-chief in London. He has an urgent assignment for you concerning the British royal family.
Finally! My prayers have been answered. Where is the telephone?
Follow me, please.
Perfect.
Vezmi to a dráme.
This may not be a gentlemanly thing to do, but then, when has that ever bothered me? Edison might lose a job he hates. He might have to pay for the bus. But at least he won't have to live in a world ruled by super-powered Nazis. I'd say it's more than a fair trade.
I'm very sorry, sir. We do have occasional connection problems.
Not a problem. I'll go to the hotel and try to contact him from there. See you.
Goodbye, sir.
Málo nechal ty noviny. To jsme taky mohli využít.
So, I got a press pass, and I look a little bit like the man in the photo. Apart from, you know, the glasses, and the hat. The goatee too, I suppose. Similar ears.
Že prej ne, jo. Co je tohle, jo? Co použít něco na tu ženskou? To jsem z toho jelen. Tady, teď se to dalo sebrat.
It's already closed. Ridiculous, I know. The office of the International Olympic Committee, or IOC for short. A camera ad right here isn't really going to help me.
Jakože ne. Budu se juknout do návodu. Jakože... Možná je tam nějaký bugaž, což bych velice nerad. Starou gumovou. Aha, vydejte. Tu vousy už jsme vzali. Pro klobouk jděte na stadion a všimněte si klobouku na flaštinetu. Jo. Klobouk získáme tak, že to vyleštěný víko vyměníme s flaštinetářem. Ale musíme se s ním prostě pokecat. On by nám to měl dovolit.
Hello. I see it's still quiet as the grave here.
Very observant. And from one pauper to another, I've given up hope that anyone besides you will ever turn up here.
Well, let's hope someone does. Be seeing you.
Have a nice day.
Oh ne, pane flaštinetář.
This hat might make me look a bit more like Edison on his press pass, but I think my kleptomaniacal urges have been sated for one day. Hey, it's a real condition.
Hello, it's me again.
Hi there. Don't worry, you haven't missed much.
By the way, I really like your hat.
Really? I hardly ever wear it. I just use it to collect money.
It doesn't really seem to be fulfilling its purpose, does it?
And you're saying that's the hat's fault?
It looks a bit greasy. Maybe that's putting your customers off.
You might be right. It really doesn't look very clean, does it?
If you give me your hat, I'll give you something even better in return.
A connoisseur of old greasy hats, are you? Okay, if you can give me something good to replace it, you can have the hat.
I've got this polished metal bowl that absolutely isn't a rubbish bin lid. Wouldn't it be better for collecting money than your old hat?
Let me see that. Yes, this is good. It's sturdy and it looks a damn sight better than my old hat.
So, you want to trade?
Gladly. Here, take the thing.
Thanks.
Tak, mám už klobouk. Klobouk a... Co tam dál? Protože už jsem toho spoustu odehrál a ne zrovna v tom pořadí. Aha. Mi to nenapadlo. Ale tak je to trošku logický, ale zároveň i trošku zapeklité. Jak je tady ošuntilá ta barva, tak ji namažem a pak tam přitiskneme ten leták s tím.
So, now the worn doorknob is completely red again. I'm a stickler for the little details.
S tím fotoaparátem a bude vlastně přeškrtlej.
If I press the poster against the doorknob, it produces an interesting new symbol on my poster.
Už to můžeme teda nalepit a získáme fotoaparát.
Okay. Let's see if this works.
Špinavý kapesní klobouk, bratka, myslím, že jo.
Hello, Count.
Oh, you again.
Count, terrible news. I just discovered there's a photography ban throughout Parisaplatz.
What are you saying? Where is that written?
Follow me, I'll show you. You see? Up there.
Unbelievable! Outrageous! I am furious! Young man, you must look after my camera while I resolve this issue. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Count.
Neboj se, já se o to postarám.
The
Máme
ends
všechno.
justify the means. I hope.
Sebral to? Jo, už máme všechno. Jo. Takže zkusíme projít.
Okay, I've got everything I need. Press pass, camera, hat, glasses, and the pièce de résistance, of course. The Argali beard. Time to get suited and booted.
But other than that, it was easy. I got past the guard, found the locker room, and here I am.
Well, that's a lovely story, Fenton. But why?
Look, we don't have much time, so I'll get straight to the point. I read that you're leading the decathlon, and you're just about to complete the last event.
The long jump?
Well, if you win the gold medal, you'll be invited to the reception after the contest. The museum where the reception is taking place is closed due to the event. No visitors allowed. I need to get in there and look around as soon as possible.
I hate to repeat myself, but...
Why, right? I know. I've asked myself the same thing a couple of dozen times. Do you remember Richard Weston?
Of course! You two helped me pass that test, remember? What about him?
He disappeared, and his trail leads to the museum. Well, the story's much longer than that, but for now I have to ask you to trust me. So, can you smuggle me in?
Absolutely. I couldn't leave an old Sandhurst chum in a bind, now could I?
Thanks, Glenn. I owe you one.
Of course, you are assuming one vital thing. That I win. Frankly, I've still got a slight lead, but the long jump just isn't my forte. That Erwin Huber in second place will likely pull past me at the last minute. He's the better jumper by far. He's beaten me every time this year.
So your lead won't be enough to secure the gold?
I doubt it. Huber always manages about 25 centimeters more than I do. If he's up to his usual standard today, and I don't manage the jump of my life, then those 25 centimeters will be enough for him to take the lead.
I see. I suppose I'll just have to cross my fingers.
Why don't you introduce yourself to Huber? You could be his date for the reception.
He's probably not my type.
And I am?
Beggars can't be choosers.
Very funny. Look, I'll give it my best shot. We'll just have to hope it's enough. Look at the time. I have to get moving. I'll see you after the jump. Well, Fenton, I've got to head out to the contest. I'm already running late.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Good luck.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Unfortunately, he's right. Ordinarily, of course, cheating would never cross my mind. But there's too much at stake. I need to get into the museum. So, business as usual. I'll take a look around and come up with a plan. I need to tip the long jump in Glenn's favor. Funny. I honestly never expected a Tibetan rescue mission to involve rigging the Olympic Games. Still, silver linings and all that.
Ale to až v příštím díle. Na sebe ten předek už nemá. To až v příštím díle, protože ten je dostatečně dlouhý a nemám zrovna moc času. Každopádně jsme odehráli dost velkou pasáž s jedním zádrhelem, se kterým jsem musel se podívat do návodu, ale jinak docela pohoda. Hra uložena a v příštím díle se pokusíme dohrát německou misi a hlavně pomoct vyhrát tadyhle našemu příteli atletovi zlatou medaili. Takže budu se těšit. Nazdar.